What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? Let me see if we are live here. Getting going. We are live, I believe. All right, we got some people jumping on. Naveen, my man, Happy New Year, brother. How you doing, man? Let's see here. Who's all clicking in? Great to see you guys. I'm trying to use my phone here and okay, let's turn this off. Eric, what's up, man? Hari, Sanjeev, Lindsay, what is going on, guys? Jace, Happy New Year, y'all. How you guys all doing? I appreciate you joining me tonight. Arun, what's going on? Jace, my man. So guys, this is Lindsay. Lindsay, you know better than this. I've seen you on in the Facebook chat, but you got to grant StreamYard access. So guys, there should be a little button that says grant StreamYard access. Lindsay should know better than this. Kind of disappointed, Lindsay, to be honest. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Gerald, my man in Ireland. Dude, look at that hair, bro. Your hair is looking good, my man. Is that a new profile picture? Happy New Year, Keith. What's going on, man? Michigan in the house. Melissa, so nice to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's been a few weeks. Man, it feels like it's been a few months. But I hope everybody had a wonderful holidays, and Happy New Year. We got the questions coming right away. Love it. The red sticker means that it has been sterilized. So red is good. So it just means that it's been sterilized. It went through the sterilization, and red, it trips the indicator and it marks red once it's completely sterile. So good stuff. Alex, what is going on, my man? Great to see you, bro. I appreciate you guys. We got the faithful here coming in strong. Jeremy, what's up, man? Happy New Year. Excited for you to be here as well. Thank you for joining us. What a year, guys. 2020 is in the books, and we are on to 2021. I hope everybody's year started off well. Everybody's healthy, safe travels over the holidays. I was in LA for a couple weeks. Went out there, hung out with my friends, had a nice New Year's Eve kind of retreat for a few days, and went down to Temecula and just we all rented a Airbnb and just hung out, had a fire, just kind of chilled, hung out, played music. It was incredible. So guys, it's about, there we go. Lindsay, how are you? So great to see you. I'm glad you're here. How's your man doing? How's Spence doing? Are you guys on the road? Now? So guys, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a ton of wins, a ton of results that have come in since the last time I saw you guys, which I think was like December maybe 20th or December 21st, something like that. The last Thursday right before Christmas. So super excited to see you guys. And without further ado, let us get started here. I'm gonna slide this over, and okay. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. Let's see if this is working. Mark, we got Mark in the house. Joe, what's up? Michael. So guys, legally speaking, so I don't get myself in trouble, the following is designed to entertain and inform, not provide medical advice. You should always consult your doctor when it comes to your personal health or before you start any treatment. So legally speaking, that's a disclaimer. Hopefully you guys all feel disclaimed. I'm not a doctor. I can't give medical advice. But what you're about to see are results that a lot of people don't believe is even possible. So we are definitely shaking up the medical community, and we got some really awesome stuff for you guys. So welcome. Let's start off with my man FX in the house. So guys, I'm going to I'll probably go through these fairly quickly because we got a lot of them. But this is like my favorite part of the show, and this is why we all do what we do and why we're working so hard. And it's a blessing, guys. I really I see these come in, and I don't ask people to post, pictures in the group, but I'm so thankful when they do, because I think it inspires and it encourages a lot of people. And that's really like what I feel like my main role is just showing and helping and motivating and helping you guys believe to see what is possible. And that's why I think this group is so powerful and so awesome. So FX says this is a 3-month result. I have nothing to say. A picture speaks for 1,000 words. To those who are skeptical, look no more. Adegen is the product. I've tried so many before, and none work for me. He's using the topical 15, follows the protocol as closely as we recommend. Shampoo aggressively from the front to back, 20 to 25 strokes. Put a little bit more shampoo in. After shampoo and dry hair, roll with enough to feel the pressure. I usually roll it on every 2 days, meaning Monday and Thursday. So like exactly what we talked about. After I apply topical 15, uses 1.5 to 2 mLs and rubs it in with a little finger, and boom. This is just incredible. So you can see, and again, guys, 3 months is 3 months is the sign, or the time when I say you should start to see results happening, because the anagen phase, the growth phase of the hair cycle starts kicking in and new hair starts sprouting. And you can clearly see some great stuff happening here. Sanjeev is on the call, my man. Dude, I was looking over your pictures and I was like, wow, bro, we got a lot to something I'm super grateful and super excited. And I know we chatted a little bit back and forth, but wanted to highlight some of your results here. You can see on the left, the scalp, the crown, you can see it's shiny. And guys, what happens is blood flow, like I said, hair loss is all caused simply by a blood flow restriction to the hair follicle. Just like cardiovascular disease, when you have a heart attack, it's because the heart muscle isn't getting oxygen and nutrients through the blood supply. So when this happens to the scalp, the hair follicle is getting its blood flow restricted. And what happens when, not only to the hair follicle, but to the entire epidermis in the scalp, you start getting fibrosis and scar tissue. So that restriction of blood flow starts causing fibrosis, which is scar tissue. And that's what happens with this shiny scalp. So the hair, the hair follicles are being cut off, and you also develop this shiny scalp. It's like your scalp gets a little bit tighter, and it's all because of blood flow. So you can see on the right, his scalp looks totally different. And I know the lighting's a little bit different here, but I think it's clear. You can definitely see that his scalp is different, and you can see his hair around the hairline looks great. Looks like it's filling in. So Sanjeev, super pumped for you, bro. It looks awesome. And it's going to continue to get better and better. So dude, you got hair. I'm looking at that right. Dude, you have hair all over that crown coming in. So keep applying the topical, keep doing what you're doing. And it's definitely working. Aaron posted this, I think in a message to me, said, yo, yeah, dude, pretty pumped about the results. 1 month market, or 1 month, one more month until the 90-day mark. And I know that's just the beginning. So he's at 2 months here, a month before. So you can see how things get started. You can see how these really fine hairs all in the crown there on the left, where you can see that there's basically no hair at all. And then a bunch of hair growing in all over on the right side. So dude, you're a month away from 90. This is incredible. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. Make sure you're applying enough topical solution. We're going to talk about that later tonight as well, but it looks super awesome, brother. Avi, my man, dude, you had a couple of great posts in the group since last time, and I think this last week about one that really hit me hard about confidence and things like that. But he said, here's for the slow gainer 6-month check-in. Hey folks, I've been going bald for years. I used Rogaine for years with no effect. Then I found Adegen through the Mind Valley podcast. Super thankful for Vision. And have you guys seen Vision's hair lately? It's looking pretty good. I get pinged on all of his ads because I follow him, and so I'm always seeing his latest ads on Facebook. I'm like, man, your hair's looking good, bro. So super thankful for him. He said my early regimen was he was only applying 1 ml of solution. And then the challenge was I tried to apply more, it dripped off, but John recommended 2 mLs, and I used the tip with my finger to gently spread it in. And this is his 6-month mark. So guys, the reason why applying enough topical, and there's a huge backstory here with the reason why every hair loss product says 1 ml. And actually, I got a box here that I'm going to talk to you guys about a little bit later. But, you know, 1 ml is not typically enough of the ingredient. So 1 ml is basically a measurement of the ingredient, right? So the more that you use, the more effective that it's going to be. But 1 ml typically, in my experience, is not enough, especially if you have pretty significant hair loss. So he sets it up to 2 mLs. I recommend 2 to 3 personally is what I use pretty much every night. But you can see here, again, a big difference, I think, in the scalp. And I'll show you again here, but you can see his hairline is filled in. You're super lucky, and it's awesome that your hairline is still intact and it's filling in so well. The temples, like you can see even like on that left side, how the temple is grown in. I have the same thing here. This is completely grown in from Adegen in the roller. And then here's the back. So you can see again that shiny scalp that looks kind of really smooth over on the left, and on the right you can see that it's more, I don't even know what the word to call it, healthier. It looks healthier. And the crown is filling in from the outside in. So that's the way that the regrowth pattern happens. It usually starts from the inside out and it recovers from the outside in. So looking good, bro. And dude, thank you for your support and just your patience and your faith. And it's like, dude, I want to see this completely, fully grow in, dude. So I think, you know, if anything, just keep doing what you're doing. Really roll that area every 2 or 3 days. And make sure you're applying, you know, at least I would say 2 mLs in that crown area right now. Michael, we got, I think, a new member to the group. Super thankful that you're here, man. He said, just wanted to share my 3-month progress. You see on the bottom, the condition of my hairline before Adegen, and on the top, you see the current one. Pretty fancy Photoshop work here. I think you cut and cropped out on the other picture. So he said, let's see, wanted to highlight the effort making the impossible real. Hair loss seems to be historical. One question, do you believe that full recovery is possible? Temples are still thin somehow, but it's okay. I wish you all the hairy and peaceful Christmas days and never give up. Amen. So yeah, dude, let's see, you said 3 months, bro. You're just like, you haven't even seen anything yet, really. Like, that looks great, and the hair is definitely coming in, it's filling in. But bro, like 3 months is literally the tip of the iceberg. So it will continue if you continue with the protocol and follow the protocol and be consistent, dude. It will continue to get better and better. 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, even after 2 years. So just keep doing what you're doing. Really aggressively brush the scalp, and it's looking really good. So this is a great picture for me, because Trevor was a cool dude. I love golf. He was a golfer at Georgia, and we've had some chats in the past just talking about the emotional stuff of hair loss, which it really can hit us hard. It hit me especially hard. But Trevor said he's in 40 days in. Insanely, I had a tear come to my eye when I saw this. And so, this is still, he's just over a month into this, which, to be honest, I'm surprised that you're even having such great results, but you can definitely tell, you can just tell a difference in the, this actually kind of reminds me of Adegen a little bit, how it was really thin in the front and on the sides. And you can just tell that the hair, like, that's what happens, guys. On the left, you can see the hair is thin, and it looks like brittle and thin, and it's just not getting the oxygen and nutrients that it needs from the blood supply. And it's just struggling. The health is struggling. And on the right, you can see it definitely is different. His hair is even wet on the right, it looks like. And you can see that temple is filling in. You can see that his temple is more of a kind of like a angle, whereas on the left it's pretty straight. So dude, you're on the right track. It is looking really good, my man. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. I love seeing guys like this, because I relate to them. I feel like I relate to you so much because, dude, I see myself in you, because that's like, I started losing my hair when I was just graduating high school and into college, and it hit me really hard. So, bro, Adegen, like, I created Adegen with you in mind, and I love, and I'm so grateful to see this. So thank you for sharing, brother. Naveen, my man, let me check here the messages, dude. I want to make sure. I know you were watching. You're checking things out. So, dude, he says, hello, friends. Just past the 3-month mark. All 3 pictures are from more or less the same spot, my daily lunch hideout, featuring similar lighting. The first one is September 23rd. The next one is November 20th. So he sent me a couple pictures. This, what you'll see next, is his before and after. While I was always conscious of the bald spot on my crown, I also now can see that I had progressive thinning at the top of my head as well. So here's Naveen's 3-month checkup. Bro, it looks great, dude. And even the one on the right, it looks like you have some hair gel in, so which can make your hair look thinner or less covered. But bro, like absolutely a big change. And yes, dude, I'm super pumped for you, bro. I'm so glad that we got connected. For those of you guys that don't know Naveen, I met at Staples. He's a manager over at Staples, where I get the letters printed locally here, so I can sign the letters and send you guys with every package. And Naveen came to me. He's like, "Hey, dude, he said, are you John Goss?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." So he's like, "Dude, I read your letter. I'm interested in your hair loss stuff." So we ended up connecting, and so super awesome to see your results, bro. Love it. So Chris, another young guy, says, this was me early November, not horrible, but on my way to a serious bald spot. This is me now, trying the best to expose the bald spot. I can't even do it. I even combed my hair earlier to expose the bald spot. It's barely there, dude. You got a great product. One of these days, I'm going to shake your hand. Bro, I would love to shake your hand, man. So the picture on the right's a little kind of hard to see. It's a close-up, but I think it's pretty clear that you can tell a difference, and that hair is filling in. So, dude, you're lucky that you caught it. The earlier that you catch it, the faster you'll have results, and the easier it is to reverse. But you can absolutely stop and reverse hair loss, and that is exactly what we are seeing here. Florian, dude, I got this message. This is on Christmas, and he says, "I thought this was too good not to share. My first referral 4 months in." I think Florian's in Sweden, or definitely international. But he said, "Dude, so this was somebody that he referred." And he said, "Dude, I have so much hair. Truly shocking results." So love it, bro. All over the world. Nick, my man in Hawaii, said, "Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's having a beautiful Christmas." I started Adegen 33 days ago, so this is just like at the very beginning. He's 48 years old, wanted to wait to 90 days to show pics, but I already seeing results. The protocol is shampooing, brushing 5 to 10 minutes, letting it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Nighttime, 2 to 3 mLs of the 5, rolling every 3 days, so very textbook. And here is his 1 month progress pic. So image on the left, little blurry, but you can see super interesting, right? How you can see how that when the crown is shiny like that, and like fibrosis is setting in, you can see how the scalp is shiny, and on the right, completely different. So that the crown area looks like it's filling in, getting smaller, and dude, you're just barely getting started, dude. So I really feel confident that you'll be able to fill that entire crown area in, and it's just going to take time. So keep doing what you're doing. I think that's a good amount of topical, and I love to see these results, dude. Farzad says 4 months before and after. Thanks, thank you to Adegen. Happy holidays, everybody. And this is his front on pic. So, dude, incredible, man. 4 months in, hair's thicker, filling in. Definitely looks a lot different, much better coverage, and the hair is darker, thicker, healthier. And here's a picture from the top looking down. So yeah, dude, it looks great, Farzad, and it's just gonna keep getting better, dude. So 4 months in, it looks great, bro. I mean, most people would see this and think that you've had a hair transplant. So super pumped for you. Thank you for sharing. And I mean, incredible difference. Absolutely incredible. Kevin, my man in the house, he says, "I know it's only been 2 weeks since I started using Adegen, but I just wanted to show how much I'm already impressed. The hair I do have is much stronger, healthier, voluminous. Voluminous. I can properly get a hold of it in my hairbrush. A few weeks ago, it was thin. To see this improvement in my scalp was so encouraging of what's to come. I was on minoxidil for a month before starting Adegen, so luckily I had already gone through a shedding phase, I think. Delighted, excited. Thank you. Thank you, bro. So here is just dude, you're awesome. I mean, bro, like you said, you're just getting started. But Kevin, you're so lucky that, again, dude, so lucky. I would have killed to be in your shoes with the hair that you have and have the Adegen, because yes, like your hair is going to fill in. The temples look like they're thinning a little bit. They're restoring. That's getting better. But bro, you got great hair, and the best thing is you'll never have to worry about losing your hair again, bro. Like that is, it's even hard for me to say, but I believe it so much. It's just like I've been doing this for so long, I can get complacent and take it for granted. But it's like that is the greatest thing that I could. That's the greatest gift that I have to share, y'all. Like I'm super blessed, super thankful for Adegen and what Adegen's done for me and my friends and my family. My mom uses it, but like I feel like to be able to say that you don't have to worry about hair loss again it's just like super awesome. We got a lot of wins here, guys. How's everybody doing? How long have we been going here? 20 minutes. Okay. I hope everybody's doing all right. We got, let's see here. Charlie says, holy moly, we were 2 months in. Apologies for not taking a before photo. Should be nicely, obviously, where my hairline used to be, while not completely chrome. My hair, while Will says not completely chrome, my hair was very sparse and just little flyaways. So yeah, guys, I get a lot of questions about, hey, Rogaine says it won't regrow hair on the hairline. It's just for the crown. Will Adegen do anything for the hairline? And there's multiple examples. This is just another example that the reason why we lose our hair on any part of our head is the same cause, whether it's on the hairline or on the crown or the top of the head. And again, that's a restriction of blood supply to the hair follicle. If you stop that problem, the hair takes care of itself, and you can absolutely regrow hair in your hairline. So Charlie, it looks really good, man. And again, you can see like those new baby hairs coming in. And dude, looks awesome, bro. Okay, guys, our man is in the house, Christian. Guys, I hope you guys have I know we got a lot of new members in the group, but for those that don't know, Christian is our full-time moderator, and the guy is just an incredible human, lives in Venezuela, and just really stuck out to me as somebody that was very genuine, very caring, and he was always answering questions, sometimes, often before I could even answer them in the group, and giving great answers. I was just like, man, this guy is just incredible. So Christian is now on our team and is moderating the group full time. So I hope you guys all can say hi to Christian and thank him for his time. And he is working tirelessly and working really hard to keep you guys informed and doing everything. We're all doing everything we can to make sure you guys are having a great experience with the group. And now we have, I think, over 4,000 members I saw, and it's a lot. But this is our man right here. His results, he posted these last week in the group. And you can see he definitely has some serious regrowth coming in here. And Christian, I appreciate you, bro. I'm inspired by you. Super thankful that you are on the Adegen team, and you're exactly the type of person that we want to build a foundation with. So thank you for all that you do with our group and the customer service, and you're definitely the right man for the job, bro. I appreciate you. Steve in the house. Steve, we chatted before. He said to all newcomers, my recommendation is just follow, trust the process, be consistent. Bottom lines, I told my wife that if by year end I saw any improvement, I'd be very happy. I knew that any change was not going to happen overnight, so I was more than willing to be patient. Well, here is my results after 20 weeks. I fell off earlier this month, but it was my fault. I left everything home by mistake. And so he said he got my hair cut from his hair gal, and then showed the first pick was priceless, and asked where can I buy. She wants this for her son. So here is Steven's picks from August to December. Incredible, dude. Different hair, definitely filling in that crown. And going to continue to fill in. And bro, you got just looks awesome, bro. Love it, man. Kevin in the house. He said, well, all I have to say is that I like what I'm seeing. I've been using Adegen products for 2 months on and off to see results, or so to see results, it's amazing to me, and the motivation to keep it going. I've been wearing hats for the past 4 or 5 years because I've hated my hair. Well, today, guys, I've been wearing hats for the past 4 to 5 years because I hated my hair. Well, today is the first day I haven't worn my hat. I feel naked. Let it go, bro. Hope this helps anyone else doubting or questioning the routine. The routine I did was I shampoo with the brushes every morning, and at night I use 1 ml of the drops after I shower. I'm not sure if that's too much, but that's what I like to do. I'll update again at 6 month mark. So you can see here the two on the left are the befores, the two on the right. The furthest on the right's a little kind of cropped off, but you can clearly see a difference in the crown, and you can see a big difference, I think, at the hairline and the top of the scalp from the two, the first on the left and then the first on the right. So yeah, man, looks awesome, bro. You got great hair. You don't need to worry about rocking a hat anymore. And it's really interesting with the hat thing. We have a blog article talking about hats and hair loss, but it's really cool when you can wear a hat. Like I like wearing hats. I wear hats if I don't shower or whatever. I actually really enjoy wearing hats. But it's nice to be able to wear a hat without, just because you want to wear a hat, and confident to wear a hat because you enjoy wearing a hat, not because you're trying to cover up hair loss. It's such a different mindset. So after love it, bro. Never have to worry about hair loss again. Reggie in the house said, I'm so thankful after only a month's worth of usage, I'm already seeing results. My confidence is already through the roof. I cannot wait for the 90-day mark. I will upload pics then. So Reggie, this was a pic you posted in the group. Dude, bro, you're like so excited for you, dude. I can't wait to see your results and hear your feedback. But again, you got a lot of hair, and you're gonna have great results and never have to worry about hair loss again. Thomas is one of our OGs, and he posted this January 5th. He said, I know my hair grows slow and thick, and that's what's happening. It's not quite there yet, but better than it was yesterday. I'm very happy with the progress. Over 15 years of losing it, less than 1 year regrowing it. Like, come on, still getting better. And he said, John and his amazing team, and they are an amazing team. And it's so easy for me to sit here and take credit, but the truth is, the credit belongs to our incredible team of engineers and chemists that are making these solutions possible for all of us. Brilliant people. And he said, you turned 2020 into one of the best so far. Amen, man. And I truly believe that. I feel the same way. 2020 was one of the best years of my life. So you can see day one. This is a picture of his temple, and not bad, but definitely improved. And the crown looks great. And Thomas, we've talked on the phone. I think we did a FaceTime at the beginning of when you started using, but dude, you will never have to worry about hair loss again either, bro. All right, guys, this was a pretty mind-blowing one to me. Brian Marshall, he said, hi, all. Wanted to share my progress in hopes that it can inspire others as to the real tangible results of consistent daily use. I started using Adegen back in June last year after hearing John on My Valley podcast. Bought the 3-month supply, was a little skeptical, but willing to give it a shot. After a couple months, I really did start seeing results, and it's just taken off from there. The best thing happened recently when I went to get a haircut. My hairdresser had been on maternity leave since July, and this was the first time seeing her since I've been using Adegen and getting the results. Her first question to me was, have you had a hair transplant? To say it made my day would be an understatement. Walked a little bit taller that day for sure. The stuff works, and the results are beyond my wildest dreams. The photo on the left you'll see was June, and this is his current pic. So he said the photo on the left has a little bit of topical in it, but it goes to show you guys what being consistent over time will do. So, and that is why I do these live trainings every 2 weeks, and we're going to be consistent with that, this year every 2 weeks. But it's to show you guys what is possible, because you have to be consistent, and it takes time. So it does take faith in on the front end to be consistent for 3 months. You have to be very consistent. You have to follow the program because like you don't see results don't happen overnight. They happen pretty damn quick. But you have to be consistent over time. And this is a testament to what that is. So that's why we do what we do. That's why this group is so powerful, because this isn't me telling you about my results or showing you my pictures. It's, you know, it's your peers. It's from people literally all around the world. I believe Brian's in Singapore. So I love it. This is what Adegen is all about right here. So Brian, super happy for you, man. Happy New Year. And your hair looks awesome, bro. Brody, really cool dude. Same lighting in the room, pics from before. So let's see, November. My hair's in dreads. It's small progress, 58 days. I have hundreds of new hairs. So check this out. My man, Brody, dude, you got some killer hair, man. We might have to hire you to be an Adegen. You might have to be the Adegen model. But you got the awesome glasses on the left, dude. I love your style, man. Super cool, very unique. And dude, we all have different styles and we all wear our hair differently. And it just goes to show the difference and the impact that hair has on us. And it's really part of our personality, right? Like it is our, it's our accessory. It's our biggest accessory. So dude, looks awesome, bro. Clearly you didn't have much hair loss at all on the left, but you know, you're worried about a recession and a little bit in the front. But dude, you're freaking money, dude. So don't worry. You don't have to worry about hair loss at all. Lisa, so it is so wonderful to have our ladies in the group, and really thankful for you guys. It takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable and to share your progress with the group and you know, to the world. It really is amazing, and I really respect everyone that does. And Lisa, I especially respect women and ladies that do this, because it is you know, it is you're being vulnerable and you're sharing, and it's so awesome because you're helping other people, and this is why this group is so special, because there's so many people that are willing to serve and help others. So Lisa, I love it. I'm at the 60-day mark. Left was November 8th to December, January 8th. Clearly good things are happening here. So yeah, so definitely results, clear results filling in that temple. And yeah, and Lisa, this is actually, I wonder, did you say what topical you're using? No. My mom actually had pretty similar, a similar case as you, receding hairline, or receding temple. And it's filling in really well, just like yours. So tons of new growth there, filling in the temple. Your hair looks healthier. Just in the top, you can see it looks healthier as well. So love this. So excited for you. And it looks super awesome. Thank you for sharing with us. Christian, I hope you guys are doing okay. Christian, my man, says, guys, I'm so waiting to the 90-day mark, but I was too excited. I'm 25 and have had experience thinning hair and receding hairline since I was 19. Dude, same. I've taken finasteride, topical minoxidil, horrible reactions, nanoxidil, which is, I have my opinions on that, and countless natural remedies. Adegen is the only thing that seems to be helping so far with absolutely no side effects. Love it. Excited to share my 90-day photo on February 20th. Sorry for the inconsistency. But dude, so November 24th to January 11th. Dude, way ahead of schedule. So what is that? So December 24th. So dude, you're like a month and a half in. This is crazy. But the crown, you can see definitely hair's filling in there. So dude, you're going to have great results, man. And super pumped for you, bro. Thank you for sharing with us. All right, guys. So Paul Monroe, one of the OGs in the group here, and I think you guys all know Paul well. He is tirelessly serving and responding and answering questions and helping people. And so Paul, really appreciate you, bro. He says, hi, everyone. It's been a while since I updated. I did update, so I figured it'd be a good time for someone to say how grateful I am that Adegen in this group. It has been a life-saving blessing for me. I can now walk around in my daily life with 100% confidence now that I have hair loss under control. Guys, is it not crazy how emotional hair loss can be? Incredible. But he said the pics that you will see here are from day one, and I started about 5 months later. I took the last picture this morning. Yes, my hair is a little longer now, and I still have a little bit, and I still have a little way to go. But the texture and the thickness of my hair has significantly gotten better and the thicker. Bottom line: stick to the routine and be patient. Believe in the results, and the rest will come naturally. Thank you, bro. You are a friend, man, and I appreciate you, dude. Guys, so check this out. Wow. Incredible stuff, dude. Paul, your hair looks great, man. Paul's a drummer. And dude, he's got that rock star hair, bro. So we cannot let that go. It looks super great, man. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for serving the group. Thank you for inspiring me and inspiring everybody here. And I appreciate you, bro. Let me slide over here and make sure that we are all caught up. How's everybody doing? You guys tracking? We are at 36 minutes. I love it, man. Okay, just going through. We got a bunch of comments. Luch in the house. You're amazing. Happy New Year, Luch. Eunice, what's going on, brother? Okay, we are looking good. Looking through all the questions. Okay, I think we're caught up. I'm going to answer a lot of these questions at the end as well. We still got quite a few people here watching, so let's keep it going. Okay, so questions, guys. These are some questions that I pulled from the group since last time, and whatever I don't answer here, you guys are free to ask at the end. Hello, I have a question about the serum and the roller. I know that the roller you should use every 2 to 3 days, but should the serum be used every day or only on the days that you use the roller? So Ashley, great question. Welcome to the community. I think you'll find it's a really great place with a lot of value, and it's a special place. So we're thankful that you're here. And yes, you want to use the topical every day. That is pretty much like foundational to the Adegen protocol, and I'll go through the whole routine at the very end. But absolutely, you want to use the topical every day, and even on days that you don't shower. So if you shower, shower this morning and you apply the topical afterwards, and you don't shower tomorrow, you still want to apply the topical solution, another dose of topical solution. And actually, by doing that, you'll get a double dose and a double amount of contact time. So you'll have even better results. So yes, absolutely, you want to use the topical solution every single day. Travis asked, he says, guys, I've been on the edge of ordering, but I've been concerned about the cost and about things like the shampoo and the rollers because my hair has become so fragile that putting anything in it, washing it, and things like that make it fall out. I've had a receding hairline since my early 20s, and I pretty much just accepted it. But then at the start of this year, my hair started aggressively to fall out, and I don't know what to do. I turned 35 this October. I just started finasteride on Wednesday, thinking that at least that would keep my hair from falling out, but it doesn't seem to be working or doing much of anything. Can someone give me some advice? Just in the last day, in the last few days, my hair has started to aggressively fall out again in droves and looks horrible. It's affecting my mental health. Travis, my man, welcome to our community, and I totally understand, and I totally know how you feel, and you're in the right place, dude. We can definitely help. And so I have a lot of thoughts here. Finasteride is fine too. I don't like finasteride, but if you want to stay on it and try it, it will not impact negatively the Adegen routine. But I think that you'll find that the Adegen routine will dramatically give you better results than finasteride, because finasteride is trying to lower DHT in your whole body, and you can't lower DHT in your whole body without having dramatic side effects. So not only is finasteride not very effective on hair loss, but it also is in my opinion, it's very bad for you. And I was on it for years. I even took dutasteride, which is a stronger version, and had all kinds of side effects: depression, I never had any like real sexual issues, but depression, brain fog, chronic fatigue, slowed healing. So that's my thoughts on finasteride. But you mentioned that your hair becomes so fragile that if you put anything in it, that it makes it fall out. So this is what is so counterintuitive to all of us. And if you follow the routine, you'll notice that I talk about aggressively brushing your scalp with the SM brushes. So it seems very counterintuitive, and it is very counterintuitive. But the reason why being aggressive with the scalp and really brushing and is so important, and you would think, like I used to think, that if you're having hair loss, thinning hair, you want to be really gentle with it. You want to be you want to make sure you don't cause any further hair loss because the hair is fragile, right? But the opposite is exactly the truth. So by being delicate with it, by treating it fragile, like by treating your hair that it's fragile, you're making your problem a lot worse. You really want to be aggressive with it. You really want to brush the heck out of your scalp, and really, like, the SM brush stands for scalp massage. So you really use this, and by brushing aggressively with the brushes and using the shampoo, you're removing dead skin, dandruff, sebum, and you're really exfoliating the scalp. And you're also stimulating the body's natural healing mechanism, which is by sending blood flow. So the exact opposite of what you think is actually what you need to do. So even though, and you probably will see, hair come out in the brushes, but that hair is going to come out no matter what. So the most important thing is to focus on hair follicle health. And if you take care of the scalp and the hair follicle, the hair will take care of itself. So don't worry about being fragile, or, I cannot more highly recommend. I know exactly what you're thinking. I know it's counterintuitive. I know it's scary. And you'll read through a lot of the posts that people are talking about, when they first get started, they're freaking out thinking that their hair, the hair's coming out. But, the hair goes through hair cycles. There's 3 different cycles, and it, just like every other cell in our body, gets replaced. So when these hairs come out, the goal is you want those hairs to be replaced by healthy hair. So, it's really, really important to be aggressive with your scalp, and that's why you've seen in those pictures earlier how the scalp was shiny and like fibrotic. But by brushing aggressively and using the roller, it really it loosens up the scalp. It exfoliates the scalp, and it brings a lot of circulation and life back to the hair follicle. So that is the way to go, dude. But I'm glad you're here. Ask me any questions that you'd like, and I would love to help you get off finasteride. Darcy asked, just for clarification, we shouldn't use the brush with the topical in our hair, right? I can only wash my hair every 2 to 3 days, as it's long and curly and it dries out quickly. If I wash it more than that, as a result, I can only use the brushes when washing, and then again when the hair is dry. So Darcy, what I would recommend, this is a great question, and there's been different people have commented kind of on this idea. But yes, I would recommend, and it also really depends on what topical you're using. Like the 15 dries, it dries because there's 3 times the amount of ingredients in the 15 than there are the 5. So it dries a little bit stickier, a little bit thicker. It's also the 15 has retinol in it, so that dries a little tacky as well. So when the topical dries, it dries a little stiff. So it is hard to brush. So I do not recommend, for most people, I do not recommend brushing with dried topical in the scalp. I do recommend continuing to apply the topical on the days that you don't shower. Topical on top of the topical, but you don't need to brush. So I would just, on days that you shower, brush really aggressively with the brushes, with the shampoo. And then on days that you don't shower, just make sure that you're applying the topical solution, and I wouldn't worry about brushing on those days. So hopefully that helps. And Serena asked, hello fam, any relation between brittle, weak nails and hair thinning, hair loss? Also, does anyone know a treatment for oily scalp? So Serene, a link between brittle, weak nails and hair loss. Most people would tell you that you're not getting enough vitamins and nutrients, and to take like a biotin or a hair, like there's these, literally they're called like hair nail supplements. Totally BS in my opinion. if 99% of people get plenty of vitamins and nutrients, even if you're eating a terrible diet, even the standard American diet, you're getting plenty of nutrients to have thick, healthy hair. The problem is that those nutrients aren't getting to your hair follicle because the delivery vehicle, which is the blood supply that's going to the hair follicle, is getting restricted. So I don't think there is a correlation there. But and as far as the treatment for oily scalp, the brushes, like I just talked about for the last question, the brushes and the shampoo are incredible for, oily scalp is a sign that you have, sebum going on. So by really brushing aggressively and treating the scalp with, exfoliating the scalp with the brushes, I think you will see a dramatic improvement in your scalp health and less oily scalp. Wayne asked, will Adegen help to regrow hair that are on the sides? So guys, I thought this was a great question because there's all these products that promise hair growth, and I've tried pretty much all of them, and I spent years and years falling for all these promises that left me feeling hopeless and depressed, and thinking that there was never going to be a solution to hair loss. And the reason why Adegen is so successful and so effective, it's not necessarily that we're regrowing your hair. All these, products, minoxidil, I do like minoxidil. I think there's definitely benefits to minoxidil, but all these other products that talk about, hair growth, the secret is not necessarily growing the hair. The body is naturally designed to grow hair. That's not the problem. But if you stop the cause of, if you stop the problem that's causing that restriction of blood flow, the hair will naturally grow, because if you take care of the hair follicle and get the hair follicle health right, you're going to have thick, healthy hair. So just like when we were all really young and we didn't have any issues, that's just because our hair follicles were healthy. So yes, Adegen works for the entire scalp, and the hair on the sides, a lot of people call that like diffuse thinning, and where your hair just gets thinner overall. I think you saw a couple pictures like that. I think Farzad was showing how you could see how his hair was just thinning. But by really being aggressive, your whole hair health, the health of your entire hair will be better. It'll be thicker. So absolutely, hairline, crown, the sides, the whole enchilada. Okay, so Nor, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name properly. I apologize. Question about the frequency of needing to use the shampoo. I haven't purchased ever in researching, but I've been the type of person who doesn't like the shampoo often. My hair hates it for styling. I have curly hair and my hair turns frizzy. This is excuse me, this has been that way forever. What is the minimum effective amount of times per week? I don't mind stimulating daily, but the shampoo itself concerns how my hair will look. Okay. So what I would say is, even if you shampoo every 3 days, and honestly, I think you could use this to your benefit, because if you shampoo every 2 days, every 3 days, you're going to be applying the topical solution on those days that you don't shower. And that topical solution will just keep building on itself. So you're going to get double, and if you triple the effect of the topical solution if you don't shower. So you will have to be the judge, and you're going to have to experiment and see what works for you. But the secret is, on days that you don't shower or brush, or on the days that you don't shampoo, make sure you're still applying the topical solution. And it really won't matter how often you shampoo. The shampoo is very important. And unfortunately, we're out of the shampoo. I'll have an announcement for that soon. But when you do shower and brush, what you're going to see is, if you use that topical solution and you're applying it 2 or 3 days in a row without shampooing, the retinol, the retin A, is going to cause cell turnover. So you really want to exfoliate the scalp really aggressively when you do shower and shampoo. So yeah, I would say you should shampoo every, at the least, like as far as spreading out, I'd say two times a week. So hopefully that makes sense. Guys, we're almost done with questions here. I appreciate you guys bearing with me here. How we doing on time? 49 minutes. Been following this group and amazed to see the positive comments and amazing picks. Waiting for the store to open. I have a quick question for you. I've been rolling for a while and discovered the group using Rogaine and seen some good results on my crown. I believe Rogaine advises not to use it on the hairline. So how does the topical allow that, given that it also contains minoxidil? Thanks guys, and keep up the amazing work. So James, just like I answered earlier, minoxidil is great. Minoxidil is, in my opinion, it's way better than finasteride, dutasteride. It doesn't affect your hormones. It's a vasodilator. So just like niacin, it's a rubefacient actually. So there's a lot of other ingredients, like in our shampoo, for instance, that that stimulate blood flow, that increase blood flow, like minoxidil. But minoxidil it's a vasodilator. But the reason why it's not a complete effective solution for hair loss. And if it was, Rogaine was out in the, actually minoxidil was being used in the 1950s, at the beginning for hair loss. So if minoxidil was the solution to hair loss, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing right now. So while there are benefits to it, it does nothing at all to stop the cause of hair loss. So it's like it's treating the symptom of hair loss, trying to increase blood flow, but it's doing nothing to treat the actual cause or the restriction of blood flow. So yes, that's why it's so effective, is because it's actually treating the cause of hair loss at the site of hair loss, which is the hair follicle. Adriel asked, hey guys, I just want to ask, will the Adegen treatment be effective as regrowing hairs on the right and the left side of the head, and the back of the head as well? I think I'm experiencing a symptom called diffuse pattern alopecia. So my hair across my scalp is thinning. So Adriel, thank you for posting your question. And this actually just ties in exactly what I was just talking about. Absolutely. And like the left, the right, the back, the hairline, the crown, all the same cause. Blood flow, there's one cause, blood flow restriction to the hair follicle. If you stop that restriction, you're going to have great results. And honestly, diffuse thinning is actually really, it's actually pretty easy to reverse. So diffuse is more of a female, like normal female pattern, where male pattern is kind of like the crown or the temples and the crown, and the diffuse is just overall general thinning. So it's actually pretty easy to reverse. So you're in a great spot. Last question here. Jace asked, if it's not too late, I use Adegen shampoo as a shaving foam to shave my head. Is that okay? It's smooth, and I figured it's sitting there on my head, doing its magic. I'm not using any chemicals with shaving foam. Or is it best not to wet shave? Will the topical absorb better if there's a tiny bit of hair? I've heard that it's okay to mix the 5 and 15 together. Is the mixing together in applying, or does that mean one day using the 5 and the 15? Okay, Jace, great questions, man. You can absolutely use the shampoo to shave, no problem. And shaving isn't going to damage your hair follicle. And yeah, so that doesn't matter, dude. All we're trying to do is really, hair loss. We talk about hair loss, hair growth. It's really about hair follicle health. So whether you shave or not, or have hair, a tiny bit of hair there with the topical, does not matter. So you can continue doing whatever you'd like to do. And the goal, dude, hopefully, after, you follow the protocol for a while, we won't be shaving the head for much longer. I've heard that it's okay to mix the 5 and 15. So yes, when we talk about it, and I think Matt Grant was the one that got started on this, and actually I kind of like it, because, and we're making some changes because of this, and guys, now that we have thousands of customers, we're getting a ton of data, and we're just analyzing the data. We're seeing amazing things happen. The reason why people are mixing the 5 and the 15 are because the 5 has retin-A. So I made the 5 as strong as possible because, we were keeping it at 5%, but I wanted it to just be really strong, and really effective. So, and that's exactly what it is. And it's because we have retin-A in the solution, and the 15 has retinol. But by mixing the two, you effectively have a 10% solution with some retin-A in it. And the retin-A helps drive the ARB and the active ingredients through the epidermis to the hair follicle. But we will be, because of this, we're creating you'll see here shortly, a 15 with retin-A and a 15 sensitive scalp. But yes, you can absolutely mix the 5 and the 10 or the 5 and the 15 together, which will effectively give you a 10%. Christopher in the house, my man. Let me slide over here and just make sure that we're all doing okay. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Nicholas, my man. Bro, how are you doing, Nicholas? We chatted. I think I sent you some. I think I might have sent you. Did I send you the 15x to try, or did I send you the 5, or how have you been doing? Okay, I see a question here. This is actually a great question. So, just wanted to ask if parabens in the shampoo are necessary ingredients that it's possible if they would be removed in the formula in the future. So, I get this question actually quite often. And SLS and parabens, and there's a ton of different, opinions on this. And there's been a lot of, I definitely understand, and we knew when we were making this formula that that SLS and parabens are not as popular because of natural bloggers and these things. But SLS is one of the safest, most effective surfactants on the planet. And there's a ton of studies that show it's safe, that it's effective. And it's important to have because, our quality of active ingredients, we need that in a very stable, safe formula. So the SLS, first of all, and I was just in LA and I went to Aesop. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Aesop brand, but a really high quality shampoo brand from Australia. And they use SLS as well. The majority of the highest quality shampoos use SLS. And they're like, I made the shampoo for myself, first of all, because I wanted the most effective, highest quality shampoo possible, not necessarily what's common or what's most popular on the internet right now. So if you read the studies, and SLS can even come from coconut. You can make SLS completely natural from a coconut. But as far as parabens, there's a ton of different parabens, right? So parabens are the I'm going to blank on the preservative. They're the preservative for the ingredients. So there's a lot of different parabens, and there's a ton of research. We are working with some of the most brilliant PhD chemists on the planet. I assure you that it is very safe and it is very effective. And we've been asked this multiple times. I am more than confident that our shampoo is completely safe and effective. And we do not have plans on making any changes. And that's because I am not being swayed by popular belief or bloggers talking about just trying to make polarizing content. I use a shampoo. My mom uses a shampoo, and it is extremely safe and effective. Okay, now let's get back to the show. What niacin? Okay, so a couple questions about niacin. So niacin, somebody also asked about, I think a post was talking about nitric oxide, which is a form of niacin. But if you go to the doctor, and I think it's great to go to the doctor, I read the disclaimer earlier. It's great to get a full blood panel, a blood draw, because there is a very small percentage of people that have elevated liver enzymes, that people will read that, that niacin could be bad for your liver. Well, that's only if you're a very, very small percentage of the population, way less than 1% that have elevated liver enzymes. If you don't have elevated liver enzymes, niacin is a water soluble vitamin. It's extremely safe. I'm a huge proponent of niacin. There's a book that's posted in the group that talks about niacin. But there's different forms of niacin. There really is only one real true form of niacin, which is pure nicotinic acid, which is vitamin B3. But niacinamide is the no flush version. But you want pure niacin, which is nicotinic acid, which is what it has the flush. So I like Rugby. Rugby's a good brand. If we have more time, I may source one and have a niacin, because some of the international people can't get it. But yes, that is what I would recommend for the niacin. Can you please send information to me? My phone. Not sure what this is asking. Okay. All right, guys. Let me slide back over here, and we will go through the latest updates. So guys, a lot of people have been asking about the shampoo. We're working like crazy to get the shampoo ready. Actually, all the the raw ingredients are all ready to go. We have all the raw ingredients. The last thing we're waiting on is the bottles, and those got picked up today. Our bottle manufacturer, Classic Container, is who we use. They were delayed with COVID, and so finally got the bottles. And I ordered these bottles. I ordered the bottles in August, guys. So it's a good thing that I ordered them way early because it took a long time to get them. But we have 25,000 on the way, and that'll keep us busy for at least a couple months, 2 months, and then as soon as we get this run, we're going to get more going as well. So we got 25,000 bottles coming. It's a lot of shampoo, but we should have this. And guys, this is going to be the new label. Actually, I think check this out. Let me slide on over here. This is going to be, you guys can see it. I just got the label here taped on, but our new branding, boop, boop, is going to be awesome. So we will have that coming to you guys, hopefully in about 2 to 3 weeks. I'm hoping 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the outset, but as soon as we get the bottles, we're going hard, and it should be done soon. Guys, this is something I cannot tell you how excited I am about this brush. I have put so much time and energy being personally involved in the development of this brush, and I am like, I cannot tell you how excited I am about this, and I think it's really going to be something that you guys are going to love. Our current SM brushes are great. I still use them every day, but the reason why we wanted to make a new brush is because the goal is to exfoliate the scalp as much as possible, stimulate the scalp, exfoliate the scalp, and I wanted to make it, the bristle pattern on the current SM brushes. I thought we could improve that, and I wanted to narrow the gap between the bristles. So, and I also wanted to make it slightly bigger. So we went from like 130 bristles to I think there's 196 bristles on this one, but we also changed creating this pattern, guys, it's like it's like a mathematical puzzle from hell, trying to make this work. We've worked on this so hard, so long, spent a ton of money with our designer, hours and hours and hours, multiple trips to Philadelphia to meet with him. And we finally freaking nailed it, guys. So we've tried all kinds of different patterns and distances, because what happens is if the distance is too far apart with the bristles, you're not going to get as much contact area and surface area, so you're not going to get as much exfoliation of the scalp. But if you put them too close together, it's kind of like the principle of if you lay on a bed of nails, how there's no pressure. So you can, see these, pictures of people laying on nails, and you're like, how the hell are they laying on nails? Well, it's because the nails are so, close together that it doesn't create much pressure. So if you put the bristles too close together, you don't have enough pressure to exfoliate the scalp. So it's a really fine balance, and we've tested this like crazy. And I am super excited. I'm super confident. Like I'm obsessed with this brush. And like you can see on the right side, how there's a lot, there's so much science that goes in this little brush. It's insane. It's a one-piece plastic brush, but it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited about it. And we are headed to the mold manufacturer, and I cannot wait to get that to you guys. Okay. This is a big one, guys. Big announcement, 2021. We're going to include, or we're going to be bringing to you guys 2 new formulas. Because we've seen so much, like I talked about, people mixing the 5 and the 15, and we're going to constantly innovate. We're going to constantly improve. We will never stop innovating and constantly researching and innovating. So this is the next step in innovation for us, because we've seen, like Mahmoud is a perfect example. He's been using the 5, and his results are just like mind blowing. which are awesome, which are great because I love to see that. The 15, the original 15 is something that I've used for years. And it's awesome. It's great. It's perfect. But I wanted to make a 15 for people like Avi, like Siri, that are, that it has the Retin-A, that is basically just everything combined, that is going to be the strongest, most effective. There's no other alternative, like as far as making it the most powerful hair loss solution. So with the 15, the 15X is going to be our extra strength formula. It's going to be 15%. It's going to have Retin-A. Don't look at the label here. This was just a picture that I took trying to show you guys what the label is going to be like. But it will have the best of the best. It's going to have everything. So it will cause more cell turnover because of the Retin-A than the retinol. So if you're and we're going to keep the regular 15 available still because for people that are having incredible results with the 15, we don't want to take that away from them. On the right here, we have we're going to be having a 15% sensitive scalp, which is similar to our 5. We've been getting, Steven and a lot of people have been asking for a sensitive scalp version of the 15. So that, excuse me, that's what we're going to have with this, and that's going to be retinol and glycerin instead of the Retin-A and the propylene glycol. So it's going to be really gentle on the scalp, but it will be because the challenge with the 5 is, if you use the 5 sensitive scalp is still great, but the 5 with the Retin-A is stronger. So if somebody wanted something, stronger than the 5, we really didn't have a solution for them because the 15 had propylene glycol. So now we're going to have 3 15s. We're going to have a 15 sensitive scalp, a 15 regular, and a 15 extra strength. So I'm going to do videos on each of these. We're going to redo the website, and I'm going to make it extremely clear and easy for everybody to understand. And hopefully that gets you guys excited. And yeah, super pumped about it. All right, guys. So that is all the announcements I have for this evening. Let me check in with you guys. So the shampoo, Luch, you're amazing. SM Brush 2.0, here for it. I am like, Luch, I've gone insane over the design of this brush. Like the designer, I think is just, we hired an incredible guy. His name's Mike out of Philly. He used to be a Boeing engineer, and just an incredible, really cool guy. But I think I'm driving him crazy. He's like, dude, you're a perfectionist. I'm like, that's right. But I think we finally got it dialed into, it's perfect. Literally, I think it's perfect. So I cannot wait to get that in everybody's hands. We're still going to be including one for free with every, I think the price is going to go up for, because we got a lot of freaking money. We got a lot of money to this brush. We're still going to offer one for free with every purchase of the shampoo. But the price of the brush is going to go up. So that's what's going on with that. Can't wait to get some for you. Lindsay, you look awesome, Lindsay. You're awesome. Claudia, I was thinking about you earlier today. So glad to see you that you're here. You're amazing. Love it. I hope you're doing great. Happy New Year. And thank you, Claudia's in Mexico, and we had some people reach out to us asking about how to get products in Mexico. So thank you for your help with that. How long do the shampoos in? Okay, so we got that. Aaron, thanks for taking care of that, brother. When does the 15X get released? That is a good question, man. We are working on it, and it will be ready pretty soon. So I'd say, let me get back to you on that, man. I'd say about two weeks, and maybe sooner. Actually, the solution's ready to go. We just have to get the new labels and everything ready. So soon. New shampoo. Hope it's not with the pump. No, it is not with the pump. And funny you bring that up, man, because I actually, when we first created the shampoo, I ordered pumps with it. And our shampoo, if you guys have used this thick, it's full. Like the shampoo lasts a lot longer than most people think it does because it's thick. It's got a ton of ingredients in it. And I initially ordered it with pumps, and we're talking thousands of pumps. And I was just like, you know what, this isn't good enough. So I canceled. I threw all the pumps, recycled all the pumps, didn't throw them away. But and we went to the disc cap. So I agree with you. We're thinking if we're going to do some new custom packaging here soon, and we may offer a pump for people that want a pump for free, just throwing it with the shampoo. But agreed with you. Okay, I think we got all the questions here. So how much stronger is the 15X compared to the 15? Okay, so let me see if I can see who's asking this question. I can't see it on my phone. But anyway, how much stronger is the 15X? Okay, so the only difference that's going to be between the 15X and the 15 is retin A versus retinol. And in the same percentage of, let's say, it's the same quantity of retinol compared to retin A. Retin A is 100 times stronger than retinol. So it's not that that there's that much higher quantity of ingredients, but the retin A is actually what helps facilitate and drive the active ingredients of the ARB. It helps it penetrate through the epidermis. Dude, Christopher, you like that, bro? Come on, man. Yeah, man. We got some shirts. These are actually Lululemon, man. I'm a huge fan of Lululemon, and we reached out to them, and we got some custom Lululemon shirts. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question. It is more effective, or it is stronger. It will be more effective. It will be a little bit more expensive. But yeah, and like anything else, guys, I think the 5, everybody is so, it's challenging, man, because I want everybody to have great results. I know and I think you've seen, man, we spent, half an hour going over the results just from the people from the last, 3 weeks, but everybody's so anxious to have like the best results, the fastest. We want results immediately, thanks to Amazon and all these things where it's like, we get things right away. With the 5, even with the 5, with the regular 5, guys, that is an incredible, that is a world-class, incredible 5% solution. It's amazing. It's incredible. So I think you can get full results with the 5. However, the 15 is stronger, and it will get your results quicker. And for people that are, and again, guys, so let me talk about this real quick. So let me show you this. So looking at some of these, I got some of these just to show you guys, just general or generic, I'm sure you guys have heard of this company, Hims minoxidil topical solution. So they branded it. It's the brand Hims. These guys this is literally a company that got evaluated $1 billion, a $1 billion evaluation with a B. And they're selling nothing more than 5% generic minoxidil that you can get off the counter at Costco. And all of them say on the bottle, under directions, apply 1 ml with dropper 2 times a day directly on the scalp and hair loss area. Now, every single solution that you see on the market says that, and the reason why that is because when the company Upjohn went through FDA approval for minoxidil for hair loss, they applied for 5% minoxidil with 1 ml. So that's what they got approved at. And if you wanted to if you wanted to have say 2 mLs or 3 mLs, which is what I personally use, and I recommend, I'm not a doctor, so you have to do what you have to talk to your doctor. But the reason why they all say 1 ml is because if we were to say 2 or 3 mLs, we would literally have to go through we'd have to file for a new drug application. Even though it's the same exact drug, we would have to file for an NDA, FDA approval, and that would cost $2.5 to $3 billion on average. Just saying that you wanted to use 2 mLs or 3 mLs. So that's just to show you guys how antiquated the legal system is around hair loss, and the ingredients. The more solution, the higher quantity of ingredients. So it's challenging. For us, I recommend on average 2 to 3 mLs. That's what I use personally. All right. So somebody says here, it's already too expensive for Australians. Dude, I get it, man. I unfortunately, if you had any idea how much it costs and how much money we put into it to make these solutions available, and how much it cost me, especially before I was paying $250, $275 a bottle. I know everybody can't afford that. I wish I could give it all away for free, to be honest with you. And unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, we usually get what we pay for. So the quality of ingredients that we use, I mean, I'm obsessed. I do not spare any expense with the quality of the ingredients. It's the highest shelf, that's the best quality, purest ingredients possible. And so as far as being expensive, to be honest with you, I think I think it's almost stealing at the cost that it is for. If you had any idea what it took to get us here and the cost that's been invested. So totally respect that. Nothing, I don't take that personally, and I certainly don't want you to think that I'm making light of the situation or making light of your question. And I know that there's definitely a cost associated with it, and I know the dollar to the Australian dollar. So anyway, man, I wish I could give it to you for free, but we're doing literally the best that we can. Okay, so guys, look who this is. Patricia in the house. Guys, this lovely lady is one of the most incredible humans on the planet. Incredible, incredible lady. So Patricia, so great to see you. I love you. I hope you're having a happy new year, and so thanks for joining us tonight. I want to order, Keith says, I want to order the extra morning out of 15 faster than I thought. Thanks, man. Have a great night. We're doing all we can to get it there, brother. We will have it soon. Hari asks, is there an adage condition of the works? There is, and we're testing and we're working on the formula now, but we don't want to rush anything. We want to make sure that's perfect. And honestly, man, we're so freaking busy. I haven't had too much time to really invest in that, but we will have one. And I think what we're going to do is a spray-in leave-in conditioner, and we're testing a bunch of stuff. So yes, we will have one. That's a ways down the road, because the first thing we've been working on is the 15X, the 15S, and the new brush. So that's really taken a lot of our time and resources, and we've just been busier than heck trying to keep up with everything. So I'm sorry, I didn't see. It says, John, can you scroll up and to my original post and answer the question? I didn't see it. Can you post it again? And it says Facebook user. So you got to click the thing that says grant StreamYard access, and I'll answer your question. Or let's see if Austin or anybody. Let me check and see if I can get that question for you. I'm looking through the questions here. Yeah, there's a lot of questions, so I'm doing the best I can, guys. Adam asks, hey John, I'm ready to get started, but I can't. Okay, here it is. Christian, thank you, brother. Hi John, I'm ready to get started, but can't wait. Can wait until the new formulas and brush are ready to go. I wanted to go with the 3-month package to save money and take this process very seriously with a full commitment. How do we choose which formula to go with, not knowing how your scalp will respond? Great question. So that is a really good question. And I would say I would recommend, if you do the 3-month kit, I don't know if we're going to be able to offer the 15X at the same price in the 3-month kit in kit 3. But if you're going with the 3-month kit and you're looking at all the different topical solutions, the 5, the 15, it kind of depends on your hair loss. I would recommend, there's real no right answer. I can't give you, and especially without seeing your hair. If you post this, I would suggest post this in the group with a picture, and that will help me. But I think I would recommend, dude, you can't go wrong with just starting with the 5. You can start with the 15 as well. I would start with the regular 5 or the regular 15. If you're buying the 3-pack, personally, I would go probably with just the 15, because I don't think there's multiple safety margins from the systemic side effects with minoxidil, so I don't worry about that. But you really, honestly, rather. So here's what I would say. rather than worrying about the little details of what solution do I go with, you can either go with the 5 or the 15. The most important thing that you do is consistency. And it's going to come down to consistency over time, because I can give you the best topical solution and the best shampoo and the brushes and the rollers and all that, which is exactly what we have. But if you don't follow the protocol consistently, you won't have as good a result. So either way, the 5 or the 15, you can't go wrong with either. The 5 is going to cause a little bit more cell turnover and a little bit more dry, like flaky scalp at the beginning, but that's why the brushing is super important. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, post that, dude, and I'll give you a much more in depth when I get to see your post. So guys, we have done an hour and 20 minutes talking about hair loss, which is just insane. So I love you guys. I'm super grateful for you guys. I don't know, are there any new members here that would like to see me go through the routine? I'm happy to do that if you'd like. Show you what I do. If not, that's really kind of all I have for you guys. But if you want me to, if anybody would like me to go through the whole routine and show you exactly what I do, let me know, and just post that in the group. Post that here in the comments, and I will. Otherwise, we are all done, and I'm super grateful for you guys. Yes, please. Okay. All right. So we got some people. Yes. Thanks for giving my hair back. Who is this person? I got to figure out who this is. Thanks for giving my hair back. I love it. I love you, whoever you are. And that is what it's all about. Guys, people do not believe this is possible. It is possible. You do not have to live losing your hair, and you can have hair for the rest of your life. And guys, I had significant hair loss. And I am confident, and I wrote about this in an email once, talking about I was in Florida laying down in bed, and I was just thinking, gosh, I just take for granted the freedom that I have in hair loss because it's been 8 years and I don't worry about hair loss anymore. And what a blessing that is to me. And truly all Adegen is just me sharing what has worked with me and the things that I'm so thankful for. And it's a blessing to me, and it's a blessing to share. It's a privilege, and I feel a moral obligation to share, especially because I personally know what it's like to lose your hair and the emotional. I mean, dude, it hit me so hard. If you guys listen to the podcast, you heard me talk about my story. So anyway, love it. Jeremy says, will do. Thank you, John. I'm honestly so excited for the future. After tonight, seeing the results tonight, it gave me chills. Can't wait to start. Love it, bro. It's legit, man. It is legit. Eunice, love you, brother. Have a great night, man. You demand. Okay, so I'm going to go through the routine for you guys, for the new guys here. So we will have the shampoo soon, and the shampoo is really the foundation. It is the first step of the Adegen protocol. It's kind of like a 3-step system, but it's the shampoo and the brushes. And so my exact routine is, and I'm actually going to keep something. I'm going to share something a little bit new in this routine as well that I haven't talked about before. So Lucia, I love you. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have a great Friday. Lucia's in Australia. So guys, first things first. What you want to do when you get in the shower is really rinse your hair with warm water. Get in the shower and really just get rinse your hair. Like I have some stuff in my hair, styling products or whatever. Really just get in the hair with warm water and rinse your hair, rinse your scalp. Just let the warm water rinse out any styling products and really kind of warm up the scalp, because the law of thermodynamics is, anything under higher temperatures, it expands. So by using warm water at the beginning of the shower, it helps open up the epidermis and it prepares for the shampoo. So get in there, take the shampoo, just like you would any other shampoo, a generous amount of shampoo. I rub it between my hands a little bit and then really just massage it in, just get a really good lather going in the shower. So really just massage it in all over, massage it in, and then leaving the shampoo in your hair. I take the brushes and I put one in each hand. The guys, this is, I used one for a really long time until I was like, let me try two. And I was like, holy crap, why haven't I been doing this the whole time? So one in each hand makes the process infinitely faster and more effective. So I start on one side of my hair, and you can see here, guys, like this hair here is completely regrown. I had no hair here, and look how healthy this hair is here. So I start here, and I brush, and so because I have stuff in my hair, I gotta brush through it a little bit. But the idea is once you get started and you get the hair going in one way, people ask me, especially, this is good for women as well, like women with long hair, how do I brush through my hair? Well, you got to get it going all in one direction. And then once you get that going straight without, knots or anything, then you can really get going and it'll brush through the hair easily. So I come here and I'm just really brushing. And again, like the question earlier was like worrying about when your scalp is fragile or when your hair is fragile. When you're having hair loss, you think you should be fragile. You want to do the exact opposite. It's very counterintuitive, but you really want to be aggressive. And people ask, how hard do I brush? How long do I brush? You want to brush till your scalp is a little sensitive. You don't want it to bleed. You don't want it to be painful. But like I can see how I do this. I've been using the 15X. So I've been using the solution with Retin A. And when I do this, when I really brush, I can see little, it's removing the dead skin. It's exfoliating the scalp. And that's why I do this in the shower with the shampoo. But I'm really, really, really brushing. I'm really, really, really brushing the scalp. And this is with the shampoo in. This is exfoliating the scalp. It's removing dead skin, dandruff. It's stimulating the scalp, and it's triggering the body's natural healing response, which is blood flow. So you can see when I do this, my scalp is a little bit red. Let me see if I can. You can see it's a little bit red from brushing. Good. Then once I brush, I put a little bit more shampoo. Excuse me. I put a little bit more shampoo. I really, really massage that in, and then I let that sit for as long as I can in the shower. So I shampoo the first thing in the shower, and then the very last thing is I rinse it out when I'm done in the shower because I want to allow for the longest amount of contact time. So 5 minutes is minimum. 5 to 10 minutes is great. And then once you rinse that out, you can apply a conditioner. Any high quality conditioner is fine. And then after you shower, that's when you want to apply the topical solution. Now you don't need to apply it right after the shower. So if you shower in the morning and you want to style your hair for the day, you might not want to put the topical solution in. However, I've seen people gosh, I'm trying to remember. Well, I've seen people that use the shampoo or use the topical solution after they showered in the morning. And the benefits of putting in the topical solution after you shower, after you dry your hair, is you'll have a longer amount of contact time for the topical solution. So you can apply it right after the shower, after you dry your hair and scalp. You can apply a topical solution, or you can apply it that night. But you want to at least apply it and allow for an overnight contact time, because again, just like the shampoo, the longer the amount of contact time with the topical, the better the results. So the next step is the roller and the topical solution. So what I do is, so I use the roller every 3 days. And sometimes now I use it, even sometimes once a week, but every 3 days is what I recommend. Sometimes people use it every day, 2 days, but 3 days is, I think, the sweet spot, because you can be a little bit more aggressive. But when you use the roller, you use the roller before the topical solution. And I start here and I kind of divide my head into two halves. So I'll roll the back and I roll over this, 5 to 10 times. You can roll either way. And you can see how I'm rolling through my hair here without getting caught. It's because this roller is specifically designed for the hair follicle and the hair without pulling the hair. So I'm going here all over the area in the front, the middle. I had really thinning hair here. So I'm prone to hair loss here in the middle. And then I come over here and I do the sides. Come over here. Okay, that's the roller. And then immediately after that, you apply the topical solution. Okay, so I take a full dropper like this. I squeeze it. You can see the 1 ml mark right there, but I squeeze it a couple times and I get a full dropper. And I start on the back of my head, and you put the dropper on the scalp. And now I can feel it burn because I just used the roller and I created micro punctures in the scalp. And now I'm putting on the solution. It should sting a little bit. So if it stings a little bit, that's normal. But I put the dropper on the scalp. The idea is, I've seen, you know, people talking about just dropping in. That's not the idea. That it's not about getting it on the hair. You will get it on the hair, but the goal is to get the solution to the hair follicle. So I put the dropper directly on the scalp. I make small little circles, and as I'm going over the scalp, I'm gently squeezing on the dropper. And you will figure out, you know, how this works best for you. It takes some time getting used to it a little bit, but like you can see, I'm doing it right now without even, you know, looking in the mirror, just because I've done it for, I mean, thousands of times. So I go around just making sure the entire area is covered, the crown area, especially here in the middle. And you can use one finger to rub it in a little bit. You don't want to just take your whole hand and rub it in, because all you're doing is just taking the solution off of the scalp and onto your hand. But one finger is okay. So if it runs, or if your hair is really short and it's running on the scalp, just use one finger and rub it in. Okay. I think that's okay. So that's one dropper. So I put one full dropper around the back half of my head, and then I will do this. I squeeze the dropper a couple times, get another full dropper, and now I will come and I will do the front of my head. So I'll come in here, and you know, you can do little circles, you can go front to back, but the idea is you want to cover the entire area. And again, I was really thin. I was really thinning like right through here. So I always make sure, and everything's backwards in this when I'm looking in the camera here, so it's a little tricky. But I come in here, I make sure that I cover this entire area. And I come here, I put it down. And this is where I will rub it in. Okay. And then I will come here, and you can see it's a little red. And I will gently rub that in with one finger. So that's why I say 2 to 3 mLs. I just used 2 full droppers that were over the ml, so that's about 3 mLs. But that's what I do. That's my routine. If it starts running, you can just use one finger and push it in a little bit. Just massage it in, and that is all she wrote, guys. So super easy. It's like brushing your teeth. Shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 minutes. So that is the Adegen protocol, guys. And then your hair looks crazy like this, but that is the whole protocol. So so the recording, where's the recording to see this again? It will be, we'll make sure, actually it's on YouTube. You can go to our YouTube channel. It's just YouTube//C for channel /Adegen. So youtube.com/C/Adegen. So the question is, if you use 3 mLs per day, how long will one bottle last? So each bottle is, it says 60 mLs. It's actually like 70 to 75 mLs for overrun, just to make sure that we include at least a minimum of 60 mLs. Then, so let's see. So let's say if you use 2 mLs, it will last a month. If you use 3 mLs, what is that? It'll last you a little bit less than a month. So I go through a bottle probably every like 20 or 30 days. So yeah. So that is the topical solution. Let's see if I can answer some questions. Okay. This is the one I get often. Hair transplant doesn't mean the product doesn't work because his hair is thick as fuck, but excuse me. this is a family-friendly show. So yes, hair transplant. I've been very open and honest about this. I've talked about it on the YouTube channel, and I've also talked about it many times in the group. I had a hair transplant right here and right here, but this was like 10 or 11 years ago. And I tried everything. I literally tried everything you could possibly imagine. I tried PRP, I tried lasers, I tried Rogaine, minoxidil, and I couldn't understand why I kept losing my hair. So I was like, okay, I'll have a hair transplant. That's the final solution. I had that. Within a year, I continued losing my hair. The recession went actually past this, and I was receding, like I talked about, all through here. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So I went back to the doctor and I said, it looks like my hair loss is continuing. What's going on? And he said, yeah, you'll probably need 3 or 4 more transplant surgeries as your hair loss continues. And I was also losing it in the crown. So that is, also what's led to the journey of just continue to try everything you could possibly imagine. And that is what led to Adegen. And thankfully, I only had 1 hair transplant, and a hair transplant. I'm not here to knock hair transplants at all. I think hair transplants they're definitely an effective. They've come the technology has improved dramatically. I'm really not very happy with mine, to be honest with you. But the technology has improved dramatically since 11 years ago. But a hair transplant does absolutely nothing to stop hair loss. It does literally nothing to stop the cause of hair loss. So it's taking hairs from one area to another area. But we have multiple people here that have had hair transplants that continue losing their hair. So my recommendation is absolutely do not have a hair transplant until you absolutely 100% stop hair loss and regrow as much as possible. And it takes time to regrow as much as possible. So if you're considering a hair transplant, I would use Adegen. I would follow the Adegen protocol for at least a year and regrow as much as possible. And we have countless people that have stopped. Like I get messages multiple times from people that were even using their before photos that have sent to hair transplant doctors that now they have regrown their hairline and they don't need a hair transplant. So I'm very open about that. I'm not trying to hide, and like Adegen is not some scam that I had a hair transplant. Now I'm just promoting Adegen because it's so I really believe in this. I use it myself. Like you say, my hair is super healthy, and if I had Adegen at when I was starting to lose my hair, or even before that, I would have never had to have one. So anyway, appreciate the question. I hope you can see that I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. And yeah, the good news is you don't have to have one. And like for young guys that are going through and experiencing hair loss, it's definitely not the right option. So anyway, I hope that answers the question. I'm still going through some questions here. Cool. Make sure you roll. Yeah, make sure you roll before the topical. Correct. Yeah, somebody was also asking about putting on the topical solution and then brushing after the topical solution or rolling after the topical solution. But no, you definitely do not want to do anything after you put on the topical solution, because all you're going to do is take that topical solution off the scalp. So, all right, guys, 2021 is going to be a big year. We got a lot of big plans for Adegen. We're super thankful for everybody in this group. We're over 4,000 members now, and we are just getting ready to turn on the juice. So we have something I think that can really change the world and help a lot of people. And I really appreciate you guys being here, because it is a community and we're all doing this together. We're helping a lot of people. And I really, really, really appreciate you being here, serving and helping each other. And I love you guys. So if there's any other questions that I missed, I tried to do my best to scroll through this chat, post them in the group. We're going to be doing this every 2 weeks. And we will see you in a couple weeks. So happy New Year, guys. Hopefully in the next one, we'll be talking about the shampoo being available. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out an hour, 40 minutes. It's a long one tonight. But we are super grateful for you, and we look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have a great night, and I appreciate your time. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.